In this video, we're going to turn on achievements and achievement items. These are features of WeBWorK that turn completing their homework into a kind of game where they win badges and occasionally they win meaningful rewards that could actually affect their grade. So if you'd like to use achievements, the first thing that you do is go to course configuration, optional modules, and just check that course achievements are enabled here. That's set to true, and also that achievement reward items are set to true. We'll return to this page later when we understand the meaning of these numbers here, 5 and 3. If achievements is set to true, then the achievement manager will appear in the menu. I'm going to go there next. Now, your course might have been handed to you with all of the achievements already imported, like I see here in my course, or maybe they're not there. So I'm going to delete them all and pretend that they were never there to begin with. Okay, now all the achievements are gone, and if that's how the course was when it was handed to me, then I'll go to the Import tab and select a collection of achievements to import. Now, by default, there's only two collections available to you: the default achievements collection and something called extensions that I'll talk about in a different video. I'm going to import the default ones and assign them to all current users. This is what we saw before. At this point in my course, myself and the other WeBWorK administrators are the only users. Students will come into the course through D2L once the term begins, and when they join the course, any achievement that's published or visible, enabled, will be automatically assigned to them at that time. So I don't worry about that. So what are these achievements? Let's take a look. If I go to an assignment, student orientation, and let me get an exercise correct. Okay, you see these three things that flash on the screen? That's me earning 3 achievements. I've earned the badge for one click is all I need, the first step, and I've become a level 1 initiate. As a student, I can go to the achievements menu and look at all these things that I've earned. On this page, I can see the things that I have earned. I am a level 1 initiate. I can see that I'm partway through this progress bar, progressing upward from level 1 to level 2. I've got 45 out of the requisite 150 points. You might remember earlier when we were in the course configuration page, there was a number we could set for how many points a student earns every time they get a question correct. I've earned badges, like I earned this badge here because I got an exercise right on the very first attempt. Here's another one. This is just for getting an exercise 100% correct, no matter how many attempts that I took. And there are a lot more grayed out badges that I just haven't earned yet. And there are some badges that are secret that a student won't even know they don't have, and then they'll be surprised when they earn them for triggering something sneaky like answering a question at midnight or something like that. Now, because I have enabled the reward items, when I reached level 1, I was granted this first reward. There's kind of a Dungeons and Dragons fantasy-ish theme to achievements, and this first item that I have earned is the Lesser Rod of Revelation, and you can see its description, increasing the score of a single problem by 50% to a maximum of 100%. If I'm a student and I want to use that, I click to use. I can choose a set. Now, it has to be a set that's actually open to me, or a set that was previously open and now it's closed, but I can't apply it to the future set. So right now, this is the only set I can apply it to. I could maybe pick exercise number 4 and submit. And if I check on my grades, you can see I've now got 3.5. I can even go to that assignment and I can see the first 3 questions I've answered honestly, and the last one I just have this 50% because I gave myself that reward. So students will continue to level up when they answer a question right or earn a badge. Those things contribute points towards this level progression. At level 2, you earn a new reward. At level 3, you earn a new reward. If you've made it all the way to level 10, some of these rewards don't really do very much. Like there's a reward that can reset the number of attempts down to 0. That might be helpful in a course where there's a cap on the number of attempts for an exercise. There's a reward that transforms an exercise from a set into some other exercise from that set. So a student might say this particular exercise is way too hard and just transmogrify it into a different exercise. So a lot of the rewards do small things like that, but towards the end, they can do larger things. Like the last reward you get can let the student assign 100% on an entire assignment to themselves. So the hope is that they've actually done lots of homework in order to reach that level. Now, how do you prevent a student from getting to level 10 too quickly? Back in course configuration, in the optional modules tab, you have these 2 numbers, and the default 5 is based on assuming that a course has 200 exercises. So 200 times 5 is 1,000 points. You want to plan for students earning about 1,000 points from answering questions correctly if they were to do everything in the course. So if you only have 100 questions, then you would change this to 10. If you have 400 questions, you're going to cut this in half down to 2.5. Just change it proportionally. And also, during the reduced scoring period, if you're using a reduced scoring period, you can have a different number set for how many achievement points to award a student under those conditions. There are some sets that you may want to exclude from contributing to achievements. I don't know, maybe that's student orientation or something like that. You can list them here, just type their names with commas separating them. You will have to type their actual IDs, so not student space orientation, but student underscore orientation. There's one more achievement-related field here having to do with emailing students to notify them when they win achievements. It's a bit of an advanced feature to use correctly, so I recommend for new users not to use this. Well, the last thing that I will do as part of my routine for setting up achievements is to return to the Achievement Manager and look through some of these achievements. There are a few that are not appropriate for my class. My section only has 25 assignments. So this reward that you get here for completing 30 sets, that's just not obtainable, and I'm going to remove that. So then there are these challenge achievements. All of them I'm going to remove. The idea here is that you construct an exercise set called challenge, capital C challenge, and you put 10 challenging exercises in there, and a student answers exercise number 3 from that set. That alone would give the student this achievement. Now, it doesn't have to be called challenge, and it doesn't have to be a set with 10 exercises. If you were to go into edit the evaluator, you could change the name of the exercise set. Maybe you only have 5 challenge exercises, and so you only use the first 5 of these. But for me, I have never invested in getting these challenge achievements working in a course of mine. Now, there's something like 58 total achievements, and if I've removed these 10 and then, well, actually, no, there's 11 there and 12. So I've only got 46 achievements left, and so earning 50 achievements is not going to be possible. And these are the ones that I'm going to remove. So scroll to the top and go to the Delete tab, confirm that I really do want to delete those, and I just delete them. Later in the term, if I'm curious how many students have, let's say, reached a particular level, you can go to that achievement here, and you can click on the number of users who've been assigned, and you'll see everybody over here in the left column who's been assigned that achievement. But at the moment, only one user, that's me, has earned that achievement. And then I'll end by pointing out that some advanced actions are possible. You can go into any of these achievements and edit the rules for what triggers the reward. You can also set things up so that students get an email notification when they win an achievement. Those are advanced and a little too difficult to explain correctly in a short video like this. But if you're interested, I encourage you to probe what's going on in there, and you can always reach out to someone with questions. And that's the end of this video walking through WeBWorK Achievements.